My name's Tecosky. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I mean, as a youth, I was interested in hip-hop music, hip-hop culture. Along with that comes graffiti, breakdancing, DJing, MCing, the elements, really. As I started to learn about glass making, my experience with those elements, it made sense to incorporate the two. And graffiti being the visual element was a pretty quick translation from that kind of imagery into glass sculpture. Initially, I started with aeroforms, sort of a recognizable icon, both in graffiti and generally in art and design. And as I started making more of those, I started branching out technically into different shapes, stars, clouds, and finally into the letter forms. So I'm working through my ABCs. They reference words. It's sort of more about the ornamentation of the glass. It's a mix between like object-based things that stand alone and up into larger installations. Pieces hanging on the wall, mounted with different steel. I've incorporated metalwork in the same vein, trying to take the metal stand away from its like rigid holder into an incorporated element of the work. Deconstructing the graffiti style, deconstructing glass by combining the two, and trying to come up with new forms and new techniques. Again, like a twofold approach. There's the tradition of glass cutting from around the world and the United States, and the hip-hop ethos of like sort of taking that and changing it into my own style. So I do these cuts that reference historical processes, but I elevate them to the hip-hop and graffiti style. Well, I'm still sort of experimenting with color in the forms. It's important that the color is there, but it needs to have a lighter hue to it. I want the transparency to be obvious, and I want the difference between the thicknesses of the glass to pop, and that sort of lighter hue of the color allows for that density to become apparent.